Jason's car made a noise last Tuesday. Not a catastrophic noise, just the kind of noise that makes you look up repair costs at 11 p.m. and then close the tab very quickly. His car is a 2019, 87,000 miles. The check engine light has been on for 4 months because Jason decided that if he didn't look directly at it, it wasn't technically his problem yet. So on Saturday, Jason does what millions of Americans do every year. He walks into a dealership just to look. 3 hours later, he is approved for a $42,000 car at $735 a month for 72 months. The salesperson called it a great deal. The financing manager called it smart. Jason called his mom, and she said the car sounded beautiful. Nobody called it what it actually is. A $16,000 retirement tax disguised as monthly transportation.
The real cost of $735 a month actually costs. Not the sticker price, the real cost. The average new car payment in America in 2026 is $735 a month. The average loan term is now 72 months. That is 6 years. Over 72 months, Jason pays $52,920 in payments for a $42,000 car. That extra $10,920 is pure interest, gone before he starts. But the payment is only the beginning. Add insurance on a new $42,000 car, $287 a month average. Add registration and taxes, $94 a month, averaged over the loan. Add inevitable maintenance, $89 a month. Jason's $735 car payment is actually $1,205 a month when you include the full cost of ownership. That is $14,460 a year to drive a depreciating asset that loses 20% of its value the moment he left the lot. In the first year alone, Jason's car loses $8,400 in value. He paid $14,460 to own it. Net result, he is $22,860 poor after year one of this great deal. The $886,000 calculation. Now here is where it gets genuinely painful, because the real cost of Jason's car payment has nothing to do with the car. It has to do with what $735 a month becomes if you invest it instead. $735 a month invested at 7% annual return over 30 years from age 35 to age 65 becomes $886,000. Not $886,000 in payments, $886,000 in wealth, almost $1 million from one car payment decision. Jason is not just buying a car, he's choosing between a depreciating machine and nearly $1 million in retirement wealth. The dealership just forgot to mention that part. And that is just one car payment cycle. Most Americans replace their car every 5 to 7 years. If Jason keeps making car payments from 35 to 65, replacing every 6 years, the total opportunity cost crosses $1,200,000. $1.2 million. Not from bad investments, not from market crashes, from choosing to always have a car payment.
How the dealership wins every time! Here is something the finance manager knows that Jason doesn't. The monthly payment is not the price. The monthly payment is the trap door. When Jason walked in, he was thinking about replacing his 2019. When the salesperson was done with him, Jason was thinking about one number. $735 a month. Can I afford $735 a month? Not can I afford a $42,000 car. Not can I afford $52,920 in payments. Not can I afford to give up $886,000 in retirement wealth. Just can I afford $735 a month? This is called payment shopping, and it is the single most effective wealth destruction technique ever invented by an industry. The average American spends more money on cars over their lifetime than it would take to achieve complete financial independence. More on cars! And here is the cruelest part. The car that costs $735 a month is not making Jason's life meaningfully better than a car that costs him $0 a month.
It is getting him to the same places, just 30 years poorer.
The numbers that actually matter. Let me show you what the car industry does not want you to calculate. The true hourly cost of a car payment. Jason makes $80,000 a year. After taxes, his real take-home is about $56,000. That is $26.90 an hour for every working hour of his year. His car costs $1,205 a month, fully loaded. That is 44.8 hours of his actual life every single month, just to own the car, before it takes him anywhere. 44 hours a month. That is more than a full work week every single month. Jason is working 1 full week per month for the privilege of a new car smell that will be gone in 3 weeks. Meanwhile, Sarah drives a 2020 Honda Accord she paid $18,000 for in cash 2 years ago. Her monthly transportation cost, insurance and maintenance, is $310 a month. Sarah invests the $895 monthly difference. At 7% over 30 years, that $895 difference becomes $1,079,000. Sarah's boring car is funding her first $1 million.
The escape plan. So what does Jason actually do? He can't return the car. The deal is done. But he can make sure this is the last car payment he ever has. Step 1. Commit to keeping this car for at least 8 years. The average car payment cycle is 6 years. Buy, finance, trade in before it's paid off, repeat. Breaking this cycle is worth $886,000. Step 2. The moment this car is paid off in 72 months, do not get a new car. Take that $735 payment and redirect it automatically to investments every single month without touching it. Step 3. After the car is paid off, start the used car fund. Put $200 a month into a separate savings account. By the time this car needs replacing in 8 years, Jason has $19,200 saved. He buys his next car in cash, 0 payment, forever. Step 4. Never set foot in a dealership without knowing 3 numbers. The total price, the total interest paid, and the 30-year opportunity cost at 7%. Because when you see those 3 numbers together, every car decision looks completely different. The $42,000 car is not a $735 a month decision. It is an $886,000 retirement decision. Jason drives home in his new car. It still smells like new car. The seats are still perfect. The technology still feels impressive. But something has changed. He is not driving a car anymore. He is driving a decision. And for the first time, he knows exactly what that decision costs. He pulls into his parking spot, opens his phone, sets a reminder for month 72, redirect car payment to investments immediately. Then opens his investment app and increases his monthly contribution by $100. Not $735, just $100, starting today.
What is your car situation right now? Payment, no payment, paid off, or considering one? Drop it in the comments. And I want you to run your own number. Take your monthly car payment, multiply by 1,205. That is your 30-year opportunity cost. Drop that number in the comments too, because the car payment is not the problem. The car payment you never escape is the problem. Make this one your last. Hit the like button if this changed how you see your driveway. Subscribe for Jason's next move, and I'll see you in the next one.